about it. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. If you throw it, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. If you suck, I'll replace those. Number save, no.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gotton alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense led out by number 3, Russell Wilson, the franchise's all-time leader in touchdown passes. And the Seahawks, they finished above 500 in all 7 of Wilson's seasons. But this year, a little different. They'll work with a very young receiving core, no Doug Baldwin anymore, in what promises to be a tough NFC West. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called, fire out, and smack people.
Switch the team. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good touch.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
And there's the always eager to get to the quarterback edge rusher, Olivier Vernon, who came over to the Cleveland Browns in the Odell Beckham Jr. trade. Yes, we always talk about OBJ, but Olivier Vernon helps give Cleveland a great bookend at the defensive end position with Myles Garrett, both of them chasing the quarterback.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
They're running it.
Wilson. He's got Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Switch the team.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Mayfield to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Now one of the leaders in the Seattle secondary is safety Bradley McDougald. Since the retirement of Cam Chancellor, he's really had to step up and take on a primary role. Excellent against the run, solid in coverage, 2 interceptions in week 1 of 2018, and never looked back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gateway guard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
180, 54, brilliant.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. from the shotgun. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This is Carson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. Because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the back.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check tight. Check tight.
Now it's Carson.
Let's go. Come on.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the run. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Here's Carson.
Come on. Bring it up.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
53, Mike. Come off the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down,
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. Here we go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Good. 180. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 24-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
53, Mike, 53. So don't say nothing.
To throw again, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it looks like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They got the football via the interception on that last drive, and he almost gave it right back to the opposition the same way.
Certainly looks like they've got a pretty good bead on what they're trying to do on offense. The receivers are being locked down. Hard to find places to fit the football.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass, intended for Tyler Lockett, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 27, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 21-yard line.
That's right. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I think he gets a mulligan there carrying the ball because he had no shot, and that's why it went backwards.
I still remember in the summer we were at one of the training camps. You were marveling about how much those defensive tackles eat. I think he just inhaled a running back on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tighten down.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second down and goal. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Good. 180. Time to go. Night, night. SOS.
First down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We own it.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We play to win. Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Mayfield on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield now. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Austin
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run again with Carson. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
What? 380. Check 53, Mike. Go.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On the delay, here's Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now a give right side. It's Carson. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Check 53. In your face.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
What? 315. Here, Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Move 15. Check 53's Mike. You go night-night.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass, intended for Tyler Lockett, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Seahawks 19.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Check 53 smart. Let's go.
And here's Wilson on third down. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. To throw is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Check.
On 3rd down, Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier. TJ Carey on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Touch, Booker team. Check, 53, Smart. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the blitz.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now Wilson on first down. short throw to Disley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check 53 is mine.
Hey, tight.
On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score is Seahawks, 26.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Check 53. Watch the twist.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Coming to you. I got it.
Mayfield now. They set up the screen to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 4, less than 90 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
58's the money.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.